Well, some really great digs and an even greater dog. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is so good to see you here. Now, this week I got out a couple times and even out one time with Chris. Now, this week's episode is comprised of some short hunts, pretty close to home. And even though they were short, I managed to find some very cool finds and learn some amazing history. And once again, I'm using that incredible Equinox 800 from Kellyco. And Chris, well, he's using, well, we're going to get to that a little bit later. So let's get started, and I really hope you enjoy this episode. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Now this is a place that I've been to with the big coil. There were so many signals here, it was just overwhelming, the big coil. So I wanted to come back with the small coil. I'm hunting in Park 1. Pretty stock settings, sensitivity's up to 24 on this, and I'm picking through all kinds of glass and bottle caps. I mean, this is right on the side of a street. You can probably hear the traffic behind me. But I managed to isolate a nice 13 signal. I don't know what it is. As soon as I saw the edge, but see, I popped it up. I definitely have a nickel, completely on edge, and I don't know what. I may have to work on this a little bit, but I think it definitely seems to have some age. Well, I think you can see that. I got a V-nickel, not very deep, completely on edge, and extremely worn. I think the date may be slap worn off this thing, but that's awesome. Well, next target was giving me a 19, pretty solid, real tight, small signal, and I managed to get it out. I cleaned it up a little bit before I turned the camera on, but it appears to be part of a charm bracelet, and I believe it's like a 10 Commandments charm bracelet, because it's got the 9th commandment here: thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, which is good advice no matter what your beliefs are. Well, next thing was giving me 16, 17, about 4 inches down. But I got a harness ring. I'll tell you, this is probably, I got about 6 or 7 out of this area. I must have had a hitching post or something around here, or they kept a team of horses back here, but found quite a few of these over here. Very cool. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like wall-to-wall garbage to use a small coil. Sometimes just using a small coil will find something you might have overlooked with another one. And check this out. I'd say it's about 6 inches. But check out this old lighter. It is actually pretty complete. Wow. I hope there's something on it. Let me get the brush and I'll clean it up and give you a better look at it. But nice little score. Well, check that out. How cool is that? It's got a heart right here. Nice little deco design. Now, this one's going to be like 40s, 50s. Here's the other side. And on the bottom down here, it says CMC or GMC, New York, made in Japan. So, now Japan, they made a lot of lighters for the US market after the war. And this is one of them. But how cool is that? So, well, this signal was kind of interesting. It's giving me a pretty good signal, but it was like a 19. When I dug down, I got this junk metal. And so I just threw that in the pouch, didn't think anything of it. And then I saw this in a hole, and I thought it was a rock, and I pulled it up and started wiping it, and check it out. Now, it looks like my digger kissed it just a little bit right here. But I got Chris filming this because I'm going to brush it off and see what it is. I thought it was a horn cap, but it isn't, and I don't even recognize what it says on there yet. It says Cutler Hammer, Pyroflex, and then C-H.
No clue.
No clue. I'm thinking probably 30s or 40s, but I'm going to have to do some digging on this one. No pun intended, yeah. But what a great find, man. I love a find like this because it's got me really curious, and I like to do the research on these things.
That's cool.
Very cool. Well, I got another signal. I got Chris filming this one because I'm going to clean this one off a little bit. It was giving me a 2930. Really strong signal, but I had to go pretty far down.
About, yeah, that's not dead.
Yeah, 7-8 inches. Finally got it busted loose here. But check it out. I love digging these.
Oh, that one's in good shape, too.
Yeah, might even be able to repurpose it.
Yeah.
But I love these antique garden hose nozzles. And this one is nice.
Yeah, it looks like a chess piece, you know?
I know. I just love these things. So, very cool find. And I guess we're going to keep on going. This is like the first 2 signals of this morning. Now, this next find I'm about to show you, I actually found this the previous weekend at this very same spot. I just couldn't fit it into the last video. And actually, looking back on it now, I'm really glad that it worked out this way. And I think you'll understand as you watch this video. Well, it is really starting to rain now, but I got one last target. It was ringing at 18. It was in the plug. And believe it or not, I think I know what this is. I found a horde of them. It is. It's a dog tag. And it's the same shape as the one I found in the horde. You'll have to go, oh wow. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh guys. Yeah, this is real nice. I think I saw the year. And check out that year. Oh man, that's awesome. Cocke County, 1919. Ooh, I do not have that one. I have the ones from Jefferson County. Or Hamblin County, I should say. But oh, this is my first one from this county. Oh, I am so thrilled with that. Now, there was a very famous and amazing dog living in 1919. His name was Sergeant Stubby, and his life story was absolutely amazing and worthy of the big screen. Well, his story began in 1917 during World War I. And that was when Private Robert Conroy was training for combat on the fields of Yale University. And a small dog with a very small tail wandered up to him and stole his heart. He decided to name him Stubby because of his small tail, and he became the mascot for his infantry division. Well, Stubby was very smart, and he soon learned the bugle calls, the drills, and he even learned how to salute by bringing his right paw up to his right eyebrow. And he did that whenever he saw other people saluting. Well, soon the orders came. It was time for them to go to France to fight. And Private Conroy just could not bear to go without that dog. So he decided he was going to smuggle that dog on the troop transport ship, and he hid him inside the coal bin, just long enough for the ship to get far enough out to sea to where they wouldn't be able to turn back. He then released him onto the deck, and he became an instant favorite of the soldiers. Well, they finally reached France, and once again he was smuggled ashore, but this time he was discovered by the commanding officer. And everyone stood and snapped and saluted, including Stubby. And the CEO was so impressed with that, he decided right there and then that he would give special orders for Stubby to accompany them to the front lines as their official mascot. Well, Stubby soon got used to the loud noises and chaos on the front lines. And it wasn't very long till he sustained his first injury. It was during a mustard gas attack, and they sent him behind the lines to recover at the Red Cross. And there he won the hearts and minds of everyone there as well. And one thing they did for Stubby was design and make a special gas mask for him to wear when he returned to the front lines. As a result of the injury, Stubby became very sensitive to the smell of mustard gas, and he saved a lot of American lives by warning them beforehand when a mustard gas attack was occurring. He was also very adept at finding wounded soldiers, and he found them by listening for the sound of English being spoken. Well, believe it or not, Stubby is actually credited with capturing a German spy who snuck into camp late one night when most were sleeping, and he came in there to map their trenches. Now, as soon as Stubby saw him, he gave chase, And the German spy, well, he saw Stubby and started running. Unfortunately for him, Stubby attacked him, biting his legs, and raised such a ruckus that the soldiers woke up and quickly detained him. Well, this earned him his first promotion, and he became Sergeant Stubby, the first time a dog had ever been given rank in the military. And he was also presented with the Iron Cross Medal. Where'd they get that medal? Well, they took it from the German spy. Well, by the end of the war, he had fought in 4 campaigns and 17 battles, and he became the highest decorated dog in military history. When he returned home, he met with 3 presidents, marched in numerous parades, and was even given the Humane Society Gold Medal in 1921 by none other than General Blackjack Pershing, who was the commander of the United States Forces. Well, Sergeant Stubby passed away in 1926 in the arms of Robert Conroy, and he was given to the Smithsonian Institute, where he's displayed and visited by millions of people. Now, Robert Conroy never got another dog, and people asked him, why didn't you get another dog? And he always told them there was no way any other dog could have lived up to Sergeant Stubby. And believe it or not, his story did not end there. In 2018, an animated movie was made about his life, and it was very aptly named Sergeant Stubby, an American Hero. So this was a very weird signal. I was getting a 17, but it was huge. And I got this piece of chain, and I dug it out because I'm just that stupid. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm just curious. And I got this. I showed it to Chris. I'm like, I don't know what it is. And then I rechecked the hole, and now I know what it is. Chris hasn't seen it yet. I don't know if he recognized it, but this piece is here, this piece is there.
Is it a swing?
Yep, it's a seat.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a seat to a very old children's swing set. How crazy is that?
Well, it must have been hanging off a tree out here.
I'll tell you what, man, another bucket lister down with the Equinox.
Boy, is that crazy.
That is awesome. I don't know why, I really like that. How cool is that? Alright, I was getting a 14. It was a rather large signal. And let me tell you, when you dig it all, you definitely find it all. I'm not going to pull this out because I know it took me a while to figure out what it was. But you see this stuff here? It's like some kind of, it moves. It's like chainmail. And then it had these aluminum tubes. And then it dawned on me. It's a folding outdoor lawn chair. And it's about 12 inches down, and it's going to stay here. But I thought I would film it because, I don't know, it's another one off the bucket list, I guess. I've never dug a lawn chair before, and I still haven't dug one. I just uncovered it, and I'm going to cover it back in. Well, Chris called me over. We're trying a new spot over here, and he got the first decent find. Oh my gosh, man, I take that back. that is definitely a white weedy.
It's 1919.
Hey, it counts.
Yeah, it's an oldie.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you something else here. I'm going to show you, we're dubbing this the Frankenstein, I think. Chris was out hunting the other day, and what'd you do? You fell down a ravine?
Yeah, took a little nosedive, and on the Equinox, it cracked right about in here.
The metal shaft?
Yeah. And so it was in 2 pieces, and I was floating around with it. And apparently, everybody sold out.
Yeah, we couldn't find a shaft to replace it. So, Chris, you had a spare detector laying around, right?
This was a Garrett AT Gold. And, yeah, I was able to fit the Mine Lab cuff on there. This I had to kind of maneuver a little bit to get that middle piece back up in there.
So we
but the rest of it's all Garrett.
Yeah, so this is a Garrett Equinox, and
so it kind of looks,
yeah, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's not very
It's not very fun to swing.
But
yeah, we didn't dare put the 15-inch on that one. he's using the 6-inch today. So anyway, in case you were wondering what the heck is that, that's called making do with what you got when the virus has Minelab shut down and we can't find a shaft.
Yeah, well, major engineering going on at home.
There you go. Well, I headed over here to probably one of my favorite parks. I love pounding this spot, and I've yet to really bring the 15-inch coil out here and really give it a go. So I'm hunting in Park 1, sensitivity set at 23. Pretty much stock settings. Iron bias is at 4, a lot of nails here. But anyway, first signal I got was ringing up like a 18, 19. I was hoping for an Indian, and I got a big old square tap. So I rechecked the hole, and right off to the side of it, I'm getting a nice 22-23 that I didn't get before I cleared out that pull tab. And I dug down about 7 inches, and I finally got it up on my drop cloth. And I got a nice early weedy. This one's going to be a 1936. And it's actually in pretty nice shape too. So very happy to have found that, because I'm not joking when I say I pounded this place. This place is hard to find things. But the big coil's pulling through right now. Well, I got something really cool in the hole here. Still at the park here. Got a real nice high tone. It was 25 to 30. It was really high. Man, did I ever have to go deep for it. About 9 inches, maybe 10. Finally got it out of the ground. Check it out. I'll get this in focus for you. But it's a token. Look at that. Good for 5 cents in trade. Now it's really weird on the other side. It says, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on this, but it says Chick Boy. It's got a big C that wraps around. It says Chick Boy. I have no idea. I've never seen that. But it is definitely old. And I'll tell you what, it's one of my favorite things to find are old tokens. So I'm looking forward to seeing if I can find any information on this one. But great find. Killer recovery with that 15-inch coil, and super deep. And I'll tell you what, I could hear it plain as day too. Nice solid signal. Well, I'll tell you what, I cannot believe I found this in this park. Wow. Ringing up at a 13. Super solid. Always 13 when I went over it. Dug way down. Finally got down about 7-8 inches. Check out what I have sitting on the drop cloth. That is an Eagle Eye infantry button. Civil War era. Unbelievable. That's amazing. Now, the only thing I've ever dug here Civil War, I got a Confederate infield. And that was it, but look at that. Wow. That is just amazing. Unfortunately, it's been up pretty good, but I don't care. You can see how it's starting to split there. So I'm not going to be able to clean it up much more than this, but wow, can you believe that? Well, you might recognize this sidewalk from my video 6 in the sidewalk. And I've done the 6-inch coil here with the Equinox and the 11-inch coil and countless other machines. And I was just thinking I'd never done it with the 15-inch, so I came out here. And my first good target, I had a couple that were aluminum, but I got a 13 right here, and I did take a peek at it, and I do have a buffalo. Look at there. That is awesome. I like this side. That's going to clean up nice too. Well, I'm still working this sidewalk, and I just got a 16. We're going to have a little traffic noise here. It's starting to pick up a little bit. But I dug down about, I'd say about 6 inches, and check it out. Pocket knife. Boy, this one is more complete than the last one. Oh, nice. Very nice. Wow. It's got some sort of abalone shell or mother of pearl sides to it, and very cool. That'll probably clean up pretty nice. Well, just a little ways further up on this row, I got a nice 2122 signal, and I've cleaned this one up some with the Andre pencil, and it appears I have a 1936 Wheatie. So I will definitely take that. That was about 6 inches deep. All right, now this is crazy because last week I dug this thing. I think it's the same thing I dug up last week. And I am shocked, and I am not in the same place. The last one I got was in the backyard of that 30s house. And I'm doing a little bit of sidewalk hunting. Got a 19 signal dug down, I'd say about 6 inches. Check it out, guys. This is crazy. Holy moly. Another Cott County dog tag. Same year as the one I dug last weekend. And this one is number 1599. What are the odds? That is crazy. Well, I'm still hunting along the sidewalk here. Got a nice 22 signal. Dug down about 5 inches. I wiped this one off, but I have a beautiful early weedy. Great toning, patina. And this one's going to be a 1940 with a San Francisco mint mark. Well, this is a really cool find, actually. It was ringing in about an 18, and I dug down, and I went ahead and sprayed it down, and I just thought it was a linkage, some kind of chain link, but it isn't. It's an old bracelet. And check out what's on that bracelet. Little dogs on every link. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm starting to see a theme in this week's episode. I'll tell you, I guess this episode's gone to the dogs. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode, but most importantly, I want to say stay safe and stay healthy out there. I also want to mention that I will be doing my absolute best to bring you a brand new Finding America video each and every week. I have to say, it's definitely hard between trying to find ways to keep the bills paid and staying safe and healthy myself. But I have to say, I love doing this, and I love hearing from each and every one of you, and I'm going to do my absolute best. Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because I have some amazing historical photos coming up in just a few seconds. And this week's photos, well, they depict those heroic dogs of war. And remember, it's history that makes that find a treasure. And I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America. God bless America.